And yet this patience is terrifying, almost holy patience. In captivity, one giant isopod went without food for 5 years but remained alive and alert. He was just waiting. There was no movement, no panic, just an existence. People starve in search of comfort after hours. This creature waits for years as if time itself has no meaning. This is not survival. This is the ability to manage time. In a Japanese aquarium, one giant isopod, nicknamed Number One, has become an internet legend. In 2009, he stopped eating, and for more than 10 years I just sat there, alive, the observer, expectation, the reluctant one. Scientists offered squid, shrimp, and even fish saturated with nutrients. He ignored them all. Some called him stubborn. Others called it sacred. Perhaps it's not hunger that he's resisting, but our curiosity. Maybe it teaches us that existence doesn't need to be imagined. In the darkness of the ocean depths, where pressure crushes steel and sunlight never dares to enter, something ancient still crawls. His name is Bathynomus giganteus, a giant isopod. It looks like a relic from another planet, a mechanical scarab created before the beginning of time, but he's real, and he has been living, almost unchanged, for more than 160 million years. Long before the appearance of the first humans, before the appearance of whales, even before the continents took their current shape, all this was already here. The observer, expectation, tough. The shell of a giant isopod is not just armor, it is a masterpiece of biological engineering. Multi-layer plates of calcium carbonate intertwined with soft chitin form a flexible exoskeleton. Each segment moves independently, bending and absorbing pressure from the destructive depths. It looks like the hull of a deep-sea submarine created by nature itself. Engineers studying the design of his body have discovered something amazing. Between each segment is a fabric microcushion that works as an organic shock absorber. This allows isopods to survive where other creatures would have died. Some researchers are seriously considering the possibility of using this design to create pressure-resistant underwater unmanned aerial vehicles. Ocean Cleaner can inspire the next generation of human machines. But legs are a completely different story. There are 7 pairs of them, each ending in tiny sensory hairs called sensillae. They pick up the slightest fluctuations in the sand. There is no light down here, but vibration becomes vision. Isopod perceives the world the same way a blind pianist perceives music. Every vibration is a note, every movement is a melody of survival. When a fish corpse falls from above, what marine scientists call sea snow, the isopod feels it long before it touches the seabed, and when danger approaches, it freezes. Completely motionless, it becomes the seabed. Her best defense is silence. Its mouth, hidden under the plates like a locked vault, exposes powerful jaws capable of crushing bones. A giant scavenger isopod that feeds on dead meat, sharks, fish, squid. It's grim for us. For the ocean, it's a balance. It turns decomposition into renewal. He doesn't hunt, he cleans. In a world obsessed with growth and consumption, this ancient creature thrives by doing the exact opposite, recycling death. Each piece reminds us that decomposition is creation, only in a darker guise. His eyes are another miracle. 2 massive faceted eyes, each containing over 4,000 individual facets. They are coated with a purple pigment that filters out bioluminescent flashes. Too bright a light can blind him. While we strive for brightness, it blooms in dark shades, feeling what we cannot see, the texture of the void itself. People see black. The isopod sees movement, rhythm, vibration, the living geometry of darkness. To look through his eyes is to look into someone else's world, which consists entirely of silence. And this Plioltson tail is not just an ornament. It is an organ of stability. Like the keel of a ship, it balances the isopodia when walking, keeping its heavy armored body flush with the mud. Some biologists suggest that it acts as a primitive neural coordination center, an ancient echo of the origin of the brain. You could say that this creature doesn't just have a body. It's a body that remembers. Every plate, every leg, Every tentacle is a living testimony of how life has learned to move. Turn it over and it will roll into a ball. This process is called compaction. It looks like a steel capsule that is perfectly sealed. Nothing gets inside. Nothing comes out. The ocean can crush, hit, or shake him, and he just waits until the danger is over. Scientists call it a living tank. But this tank is not fighting. It is durable. Still, endurance has its limits. Warming is taking place in the ocean depths. Pollution penetrates even into depressions that were once considered inaccessible. Giant isopods are found at shallow depths, pushed upward, where predators, which they have not learned to fight, tear them apart. The creature that survived the dinosaurs is now threatened by plastic and temperature changes. The bitter irony of fate is that the fittest creature on Earth loses to the least adapted species, us. If you look at it long enough, it starts to feel familiar. The shell, the silence, the instinctive desire to hide from danger, that's us. Humanity, in its armored arrogance, builds walls and pretends that they ensure our safety, but you always have to pay for protection. The isopod teaches the opposite. Sensitivity is the key to survival. He didn't survive the cataclysms because he was the strongest. He survived because he listened to the pressure, the silence, the rhythm of an indifferent world. Bathynomus giganteus does not seek to be the center of attention. He doesn't roar, jump, or shine. It's just there. The quiet beating of a heart at the bottom of the world reminds us that life doesn't have to be loud to be eternal. Support this channel and I will continue to talk about creatures that remain silent long after we are gone. All living things want to survive, but only a few people remember why.